Okay, I'm really excited to show you this new application that James just finished. It's got to be one of the coolest things that we've added to Family School since we first developed Family School back in 2012. James has done a fantastic job with this particular piece. I think you're going to enjoy it. We showed it at the Tell Me a Story retreat last Friday to a group of about 175 people, and they were pretty excited to see it as well. But I'm going to show it to you right here. I'm going to do a little demonstration about how you use it. I'm being a little bit elusive right now because I want to wait to show you an application inside of the lesson plan where you're going to find this tool. But it is something that will hopefully open your minds to how you can incorporate people outside of your classroom as you teach Family School each day. You know, on campus, we have the opportunity to hear from guest speakers all the time. The teachers invite guest speakers that are people from the community or friends or parents of students in the class. And this is kind of the same concept. It gives you, homeschoolers, the ability to reach outside the walls of your classroom at home and with the use of some technology, add some thoughts and ideas, some testimony, some teaching and instruction from dad, grandma, grandpa, friends, family, neighbors, board members who have something to contribute to that topic that you're teaching in your Family School lesson that day. And really easily too. So I'm going to show you how it works, okay? I'm going to go ahead and share it with you, my screen, so you can see this. And then we will then we'll just go through this step by step. You may have already noticed that there's a new icon in your Family School lesson plan right next to the My Way editing toolbar. You know, you've always had access to this, and you can edit the section that pertains to by clicking on that little icon right there. If you haven't seen that, I should just show that to you quickly too. Opens up a WYSIWYG, and you can make any change. You can delete something, you can add something, you can save it. I'm going to cancel because I don't want that to save there. Every change that you make there will be a personal change, so it doesn't change it for anyone else other than you. So it's specific to your account, to your login, so you don't need to worry about it having some impact or effect on other people and what they see. And you can always go back to what the original is too. But you see there is a new icon here, and this is called the Invite a Guest app. This lesson is about Amos Fortune, who was a slave in Africa, and he became a free man. He earned his freedom, and it's the story about his life and how he helped other people to become free as well. And this is one of the pieces of literature. This is one of the literature units in this particular literature course. But wonderful lesson. And you get down to this after we talk about what Amos did for a living to provide for his family and how hard he worked, and that he went without a lot of tools and supplies that he had previously, but he didn't go into debt for the things that he needed, and he provided well for his family, living frugally and working hard. And so, of course, you can probably guess what the gospel principle is. When we work hard, live frugally, and save money, we become more self-reliant. So I was thinking about this lesson in context of this application that we just developed, and I thought, you know, this is something that my mom could speak to, or my dad. There's a lot of people who could speak to this, right? But I demonstrated with my mom, and I used this application to get her involved in my lesson plan that day. So I'm going to show that to you here. All you do is you click on this little icon right there, and it says Invite a Guest. Welcome to the Invite a Guest app. Fill out the following form fields below, and we'll send your guest a text with instructions on how to join your Family School lesson. Note, we use your profile name in the text that we send. If you would like to update that name, you can do so in your personal profile, and you can link to it there. So this actually uses your cell phone, or not your cell phone, but your profile information. It does use your cell phone number too. So if you need to update those, if you're using an alias or a cell phone number that's not really your cell phone number, you're going to want to update that information when you use this application. My daughter's calling me, so I'm just going to have to ignore her this time, but she's probably going to call a few times during the demo. That's the second time already. Okay, so I wanted to reach out to my mom. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't have her standing by on the other line, or on the on the other end in Indiana where she lives, where I'm from. But I'm just going to throw in my my cell phone here so I can demonstrate how this works. Let's assume that's my mom's cell phone number, or whoever you want to invite to this application. Maybe you know an African-American family who can contribute something to the lesson and the experience. They have an ancestor who was a slave, and there she is again. And so you want to reach out to them. Again, think about anyone who could contribute to this lesson. You could say these same words and you would do a great job, right? But the impact of having grandma share those words, or grandpa, or a friend, it just adds another dimension, and adds another element to the lesson that is visual for them, that's a change from what they've been experiencing perhaps in the lesson, who's been talking and who's been teaching, and just gives another mouth, another witness of whatever it is you're teaching in that particular lesson. Anyway, all you need to do is include the cell phone number of that person who you want to involve in your family school lesson and invite as a guest, and then write a detailed prompt or some instructions about what you want them to contribute, because this is what they're going to see in this experience. After you've written those two things or added those two things, all you have to do is send invitation. Now they're going to get this text right here that says, Peter Connect is requesting your help with a lesson from familyschoolonline.org. Click this link to view the specific request. This text is going to come to them, and it probably already came to me. It did. It's right here. That text that I just read to you just came to my cell phone, and it says, Peter Connect is requesting your help. And it provides the link that they're going to click on. Now, one little tip, and it says right here, you may want to send another personal text to the recipient to let them know that they just received a text from Family School and that it's not spam. If you think your recipient will look at that text and say, I don't know who Family School is, this is spam, then send them another text from your cell phone that just says, hey, you're going to get a text, or you probably already did, from Family School. Can you click on that link and help me out with my lesson today? So they'll click on the link, and all they have to do, and I'm going to click on it here so you can see it on the screen as well. It's a little bit easier for you to see on the screen. And I think all the words are backwards anyway, if you can even see this in the tiny little window up there in the top right corner. But it says my prompt. It says, Mom, would you be willing to share some memories of our annual garden and canning projects for my Family School lesson on hardworking and living frugally today? All she has to do is click this record or upload a video. If she has a video that she's already made, she just clicks the photo library and she goes and grabs it and uploads it. But most people will just click on that button. It opens up the camera immediately, and we'll just flip around the screen so we can see me. All they have to do is press that record button. It opens up the camera, like I said, automatically. It starts recording the video, and once they're done recording the video, they just press stop, and it says use video. They have to agree to the terms that it can be shared, and they send it. It takes a couple seconds to send. Thank you for your submission. And now we go back to the lesson plan. This is the exciting part. We go back to this lesson plan. Now remember, we were here in reasoning when I clicked on that button. And so it's going to put this same video that my mom just recorded, well, that we recorded, that I intended for my mom to record here. And it's going to put that lesson right there. Each section of a Family School lesson plan now has that button. So if you want that lesson here, I have already done it. And so you can see that video that my mom submitted right here, and we can play and listen to it. But we're not going to. I'm just going to show you the one that I just created with you on this demo. So let's refresh the screen. Coincidentally, when the contributor or when the guest makes a contribution and submits a video and uploads it, you get an email that says, and eventually you're going to get a text that says, hey, Peter Connect or Linda Connect, my mom, just submitted a video, and it's in your lesson within the reasoning section, and it has a little link on that to your lesson. So you can go directly from that email or that text back to your lesson. And you see, here it is. Here's the lesson. Here's the video that we just submitted. It opens up the camera, like I said, automatically. It starts recording the video. And once they're done recording the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that. This is such a fun application for this product. This application came to us from a couple parents of the school who developed this service called Video Appeal. This is a piece of software that they created that they use for businesses to collect testimonials. Some of you may have seen an email that I sent with one of these links before. Now we're utilizing it for a totally different purpose. It has tons of use cases, well outside of homeschooling, but certainly here in your Family School lesson plan. It gives you the ability to involve anyone in your lesson plan. I mean, how many times would you want your kids hearing their dad that's sitting at work that can't participate in homeschool hardly ever, share his feelings about that gospel principle that you're teaching that day. Again, or your mom or your dad, their grandparents, your neighbors. So wonderful things happening here at Family School. Hope you enjoy this Invite a Guest app, and that it adds a fun element to your Family School experience each day that you haven't been having, of course, that you may have been trying to replicate through having people send you videos, which is really difficult for them to do. These are all hosted, and so they'll be there in your account forever. So hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of us. Have a great day.